Hello, my name is James. I am 15 years old. Do not even look for me on social networks. On Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, I'm not on social networks. This is not because I'm such a rebel, protesting against everything. I just don't have money to buy a phone with a more or less normal camera. Without pictures, there's practically no point in setting up accounts. Yes, and I do not have access to the internet. It is strange to hear such things in the 21st century. True? Although, it may be for the better. After all, my classmates constantly upload photos from cafes, nightclubs, expensive clothing stores. I am silent about traveling abroad with their parents. So, it's better not to see this at all. I have enough bullying in real life. Once, in a chemistry lesson, the guys from the back desk threw a floor rag at me and told me to put it on, because the rag looks better and more expensive than the clothes I wear. But they are right. There are so many holes and non-laundering spots. But I can't throw away my clothes. My parents don't have money for a new one, and then I won't be able to go to school. Usually children from families like mine do not go to school. But I want to get an education, get a good job, and help my parents pay all their debts. Classmates consider my parents alcoholics, but this is not so. I have never seen them drunk. And the bags under the eyes of mom and dad are from lack of sleep. They often work at night so that I could ride to school on a trolley bus at least one way. I live far from school, but to go back and forth on a trolley for me is an inadmissible luxury. The same goes for school lunches. I only eat breakfast and dinner, and at school, I am hungry all day. Once, I even had to eat from the trash. Someone threw the half-eaten waffles into the urn, and I was so hungry. While there was no one, I decided to quietly pick her up, but at the moment, everyone entered the class. They tweaked it on purpose. They deliberately left the waffles in the urn and went out into the corridor so they could later catch me by surprise. Now, every time a class attendant takes out the trash, they ask me if I want to eat. Once, they even dumped trash on my desk when I got out. Then when I entered, everyone shouted in unison they had bought me a meal. I could hardly restrain my tears, but because of the laughter of the class, no one noticed this. Only when it comes to raising money for the needs of the class, no one cares about my poverty. I don't have the opportunity to donate money for new curtains, repairs in the classroom, or something else. And it terribly infuriates everyone. Once when I wanted to open the curtains, Andy, one of the richest students in the class, ran up to me. He hit me on the fingers with a ruler and said that if I didn't give the money, I didn't even have the right to touch it with my dirty hands. But the last incident that happened to me was the last straw. Someone stole a phone from a class teacher. No one even figured it out. Everyone understands that only the beggar James could do this. And if the teachers always protected me, this time even they took up arms against me. I'll explain this by the fact that the rest of the children from decent wealthy families, so this would not even occur to them. The headmaster called the police. My classmates were allowed to go home, but they left me and interrogated me until the evening. They don't give a damn that one cannot interrogate a child without the presence of parents. But then worse, they searched my shabby backpack and found a phone in it. A policeman said that I would go to a juvenile colony. I know very well that one of my classmates had planted the phone, so I insisted they take fingerprints from everyone, and me too. They thought that nobody would listen. Oh, the rogue. But the police had to do it. Only the next day, and with the permission of the parents of the other children, my prints were not found. But Andy's fingerprints were many. His parents are rich and influential people, so the case was hushed up. However, this incident gave me more courage to resist all humiliation. Although my family is poor, inside, I am better than most of these spoiled majors. Why is still in the 21st century, money remains the measure of human.